Mr. Bishy, I know. I'm always late. Hey, welcome in, guys. Ooh, was that Ohio? Thank you, Ohio. Thank you for the raid. If you guys aren't following, I know Ohio. I'm always late. You should know that. You should just plan on raiding into me at 2 after or 3 after. If you guys aren't following Ohio Nurse, give her a follow. On Black Friday, she's making advent calendars. She's got a show scheduled. I watch them both. Sunday mornings, that's my thing. I listen to Ohio sing and craft, and I listen to Green 13's advice. He was doing a lot of tempering expectations of sellers today, which I think he needs to do more of that, tempering their expectations. Sometimes he goes kind of crazy and makes everybody think you're gonna flip on the app and make $1 million. But as much as I harass or joke about it, he has some pretty good advice sometimes. Sometimes. I replied to you, Mr. Bishy. How to make six figures on Whatnot. I can tell you right now how to make six figures on Whatnot. Spend seven figures and hire a team of 20 people to ship, and then just run until you've made your six figures back. You'll be $900,000 in debt, but you will have made your six figures. Yes, the Charmander is plastic. I can make six figures if we go to the left of the or the right of the decimal point. Welcome in, junkie. All right, welcome in, guys. I don't have many requests this week, so I'm going to run those requests, and then I will scan the shelves one time and take requests. Every Friday night, I do a preview at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I probably should have scheduled one, and I probably didn't because I usually forget. But give me a follow if you're not following me. Every Friday, I do a preview, and I post it to YouTube and Facebook, and I'm on both of those at Before Time Shop. And people send me screenshot requests. I didn't get many this week. I usually have, I don't know, several dozen, 50 on average, I guess. And then I just pre-list them, let you know that I did so, and then run them. If after I scan and take requests and run that stuff, if anybody wants things from the buy now for 50% off, I will run flash sales for a while. I did that last night with the cassettes. The people buying cassettes wanted it. I will try it for a little while after this. I usually do it at the end of the year. Try to clear some stuff out. There's thousands of items in there. If you want to take advantage of 50% off of anything in the buy now, yeah, Mr. Bishy, I was getting tired and hungry. I fell asleep eating my chicken Alfredo. I don't know if butterfly caught me or not. I yeah, I woke myself up. My fork fell into my plate, and That's why I don't do too many late night shows. I get up pretty early, and I'm pretty tired by 11 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna run down through these. If you see anything in the, this is only gonna take like 20 minutes at the most, and then I'll scan. It probably won't even take that long. Uh, if there's anything in the buy now you want me to run for 50% off, just bookmark it, hit the little bell or whatever it is you do. Uh, and then after I'm done scanning, if you want me to run those things as flash sales, just I'll have you put it in the chat. Oh, Mr. Bish, we don't eat at a table. We just sit on the in our chairs and have little pillow trays and eat in front of the TV. Oh, I should move that before I kill myself. Bishy, I don't know where my hand's at. Yeah, it must be over in the room I was selling cassettes in last night. All right, here we go. This is the first item. His bow's a little bit rough. His hair's a little bit rough. And he's missing, he's a salt shaker. Got lots of little kitschy figurines out on the shelves this week. And I don't know if Butterfly picked this up. I blame her. But it may have been me. But it's he's just by himself. He doesn't have a buddy. But he is a Commodore. Use the one to my right. Yeah, I've got little other hands here. I'm not gonna scan yet. It is cute and funny looking. So he's by himself, and we're gonna go with just 10-second auctions. Ooh, sudden death was on from last night. We're not doing sudden death. So there, he's running. Welcome in, Cold Crush. He is cute. I would say it's a she though, based on the eyelashes. Thank you, Junkie. I don't know what that word. I don't know what that word means, Mr. Bish. It's not in my vocabulary. So, guys, was anybody in Green 13's show this morning when he said he got a flag from Whatnot for a racial slur? What did he? What was the word he used? Red text it to me if you know what it is, because honestly, I don't know. I'm not being a smartass. I'd like to know. I wasn't in the show when he used it. He's supposedly somebody turned him in for using a slur against Amish people. I didn't know there were any, and I have Amish neighbors everywhere around me. I live across from an Amish school. I should Google it. So this is the next item. Walt Disney's Pop Pal. I don't see a date on it. A little bit warpy on the lid. Pops up and he squeaks. I think somebody added that little thing to it. But he is running. Are there words that are Amish slurs? We'll ask Google and see what it says. Thank you, Mr. Bishy. It's still thinking. This is a tough one. A few more seconds. I honestly have never heard a derogatory term for Amish people. I don't know one. It's still thinking. It has stumped Gemini. So this is a vinyl Donald Duck bank. You stick the money in his butt. Oh, he's dripping water because I washed him. He's wet. Doesn't have the plug. It's got a little split right there, but he's in fairly good condition. Now he's wet and he's running. He's about a foot tall. Oh my. There are Amish slurs. I've never heard of any of those words. I won't use them, but you can Google it if you want to know. I have never heard those. He's from down he's from down on the other side of the state near Lancaster. All right. I had never heard that, Mom. Lucy, I don't think I have any of that. I check my buy now. I, I don't think I have any of that stuff out here today. Never even heard the term. Members of my family call the one Amish guy, just the one. They call him Stinky Steve, and he's a nice guy. I've never really sniffed him, but I buy Amish donuts from his wife. Sometimes I don't agree with things my parents say. I don't know if this was made by somebody, if this was factory produced or what, or how old it is. But it's little like art pottery. It's got a glaze on the top, and this is all glued together or something. These matchbooks don't come out, but you can refill them with matches or whatever. That's probably true, that one. And that one is running. They make such good donuts. Thank you, Rag. What I'm going to do, Emmy, is I'm going to run through these pre-listed auction items, and then I'm going to scan once and take requests from the shelves to see if anybody wants anything. And after I run those, I'll run buy it now stuff for flash sales. But it'll be a while. It'll be um, like if you don't want anything in the pre-listed stuff and you don't think you want anything on the shelves, come back in half an hour, and I'll be around flash sales. But I'm not going to do it all day, so like don't wait until noon to come back. I'm gonna do 50% off flash sales for a little bit after I scan shelves and stuff for my buy now and take requests. All right. I don't think this is, if it's signed, I can't see it. It says made in the USA, but it's got lots of wear to the paint. Jeremy, yeah, come back in half an hour if you're not interested in the stuff that was in the preview, and I'll do flash sales. So that is running on the folding boxwood roller. Oh, that's interesting, Vonnie. Thank you, Rag. It was pretty nice here yesterday. and nice for late November. And the Amish were out on the, I don't know, I call them like sports buggies. For the, I don't know what the technical term is for that either. The little two-wheel buggies that like chariots. No idea what they're called. But they when they use those, they usually use a like a smaller or younger horse, and they run at full speed. There is a crack in the inside. It's an old one. Looks like they used it at one time, but it's not bad as far as scale inside. Cute little Hall Puss in Boots planner, and that is running. And welcome in if you just got here. I am running down through the pre-listed items, and I will scan the shelves here as soon as I'm done with those and take requests. Thank you, Reg. And after that, I will do some flash sales on my bin items. I do 50% off. A lot of them I have just one for the quantity, so you can fight over them if you want. And make sure you check out my sale on Thanksgiving. It's my now annual purge sale where everything that I didn't sell in auction, I lower the starting bids to $1. No vinyl today, Mr. Bishy. You'll have to send me a schedule sometime. I'll go over and do an informal show and when you're around. I'm gonna start jettisoning it. So it's a full deck. I counted them all. The Jokers are there too. Probably 1950s, something like that, 40s, 50s. Cute little kitty cat cards. Full deck, and that is running. You can turn them into swap cards. Thank you, Batmon. All right, the last thing that I had requested, choice of two. Keith said he'd disown me if I started selling swap cards, Butterfly. If I was going to sell swap cards, I'd have to invest in one of those little lucite stands and everything. Uh-oh, where did I put the rest of this lot? No, I didn't bring it over here. Let me grab it. All right, this is like a quilting lot. I think there's quilt squares in there. It says Scrappy Mountain Blocks. And there's a printout from the interwebs. You get a stack of that. You also get this whole bag full of these. I don't know what they're called. They've got plastic inside of them, and somebody put fabric over them. Little octagons, quilt patties. I don't know, but there's a big thick bag of those. And magical fabric yo-yos. You can make these little yo-yos or pom-poms or whatever the hell they're called. We get the book and I don't know, little plastic things, big plastic things. There's several of those there. So you get that whole lot of quilting, fabric crafting type stuff. They are hexagons. Good call. And those are running on the whole pile. quilt squares, yo-yo makers, and quilt patties, whatever they are. I don't know. Thank you, Batmon. Agree. All right, that was the extent of the request today. That was a short list. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan and scan over the shelves. If there's something you see that you want me to run, put it in the chat. I'll pull it down, and then after, I think I'm just going to scan one time and pull it all down, and then run it all at once. No, just $5 starts. The paint tin and the guitar, or you just want the guitar paint tin in it. And I'm just going to set them down there. But I think I'm going to just do one scan, put them down there, and then run them all at once. If you want to wait, you can wait. If you don't want to wait, then I guess you don't want to wait. And after I do that, I will do flash sales from my bin at 50% off. I'll take the computer over and sit down and do that in case it goes on for a while. All these items here, I have these set at max shipping at $9.21. It should be. Uh, you buy one item, and then after you buy the second item, it should be free for the rest of the time. Should be, if it works correctly. So as I'm scanning, if you see something you want me to run for $5, put it in the chat, and I will run it. I'm going to start with this shelf. I'm going to throw the things out of the way so I can use the shelf if nobody wants them. So put your requests in the chat. Nobody wants the color forms. Just stick it down there for now. How about the thing above the color forms? It's a Utica Club advertising beer opener. We have this cross candle holder. It's handmade, iron. Okay, we'll throw it out of the way. About Chinese checkers, a pixie game by Steven. We want the Chinese checkers board. Yeah, there's clowns everywhere. If you have a fear or dislike of clowns, you'll have to close your eyes, or I don't know. Anybody want a set of hands? Can I run the bottle opener? Yes, I'll throw it down there. We're going to scan all the shelves, and then I'm going to run everything real quick. So throw the bottle opener down there. How about Talking Bert Simpson? Oh, his thing was stuck in the. All right. I don't know why Bart's naked. That's the way I found him. All right. So I'm going to scan. If there's something you want me to run, put it in the chat. You got 2 trays of wood stamping blocks. The back tray is all Christmas. The front tray is all sayings. Quaker Oats tin. The only Pokemon stuff I have out here today is a Psyduck, I think, and a Charmander figure. This lot is superheroes and that type of comic books, and that is all Disney and cartoons. All this stuff was in the preview. So if you saw something in the preview, either from Facebook, YouTube, or in the preview thumbnail, you can shout it out too. that is a 1915 Shriner's vase that is etched. That's a pretty scarce model, but his arm is broken. Antlers. Okay, got the antlers down there. I guess they'll sit there. I hope so. Big bag of lacy stuff. It's like edging or trim. Whole bunch of paper doll stuff. If somebody wants these old catalogs, they can be all one money. Corgi and Matchbox stuff from the 70s and 60s. Welcome in. I'm scanning the shelves one time. If there's something you want me to run, just put it in the chat. Going $5 starts. And then after that, I will take some requests for flash sales from the bin for half off. Those bookends, one of them is repaired. Somebody wants the whole lot of Peanuts puzzles, they can be all one money. That's a Disney drum, comes in the original box. I'll just do 2 shelves at a time. And I think all the ceramic and porcelain little figures, I think all of them are chip free, except one in this next row. You want the zombie clown? That one? Got him. This one's the one that has a chip tail, but I think all the rest of them are chip free as far as I saw. Psyduck. The paper dolls. Got the paper dolls. Oh. Fishy. Wait till you see the clown shelf I have over there in the other room. I don't know if you can clean this. It's got a little bit looks horrible in the glare. It's got some stuff on the inside of that, but it works. I remember that game from when I was a kid. I think it's probably older than me, but my grandparents had one at their house. That Raggedy Ann candle does have a little flake off the back of her wax. Oh, there might be a chip on this little guy. I think there's a chip on this one too. Yeah, that's a set of salt and pepper shakers. All those clowns everywhere. Sorry, Bishy. The deer. Okay. This is pretty neat here. If somebody wants a project, you see what this is it's an old Mickey Mouse push toy that somebody partially strung together and put on a spray paint cap. Mickey playing drums. That yes, it's Mickey playing drums. But it used to be a toy. They're probably from the 30s or 40s. Um, but it's obviously not original, and somebody strung it together and fixed them up like that. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Kristen. I got I got approved to put links in my YouTube videos. So I'm like a baby tuber now. So people can go to my previews and actually click into the auctions from there. And it only took a week of submitting my driver's license photo over and over and over again because it said I had glare every time. These are pretty neat. I don't know what you do with them. I guess just sit there, but it's got captive rings. It's like a scepter or something. Hot cocoa stirs. I've seen different ones advertised as what do you call those honey things that you dip honey with? I've had uh I've had them before that were like the size of baseball bats, and they're pretty neat. I don't That is a crap ton of bingo cards. Look how many. And I think they were some of them have a stamp on them what church they came from. Nativity of the Mother of God. I did not count the cards on the little kids card games, but feels like they're full. That top row is all salt and pepper shakers. This one's pretty cute. The salt and pepper comes out of their sides of their faces and their ears. Dogs are gross in general. There, I just offended half the crowd and made the other half of the room agree with me. Well, feel free to say that cats are gross. It'll be okay. Those are butter pats. Butter pats. I know. I am. Oh, it's bigger than 1%. Old maid. You want the old ones? I have a set of big ones down in the corner too. These ones are older, and those ones are from the 70s. I can do either or both or whatever. Both, okay. I like dogs just fine. I just I just don't I don't own one because they're too much effort. You got to take them outside and feed them and stuff like that. Okay, I had that. I don't think I have any fishing related stuff at all today. The deer figure on the last shelf. I Okay, the one that's laying down, that one. Okay, I got it. And this is how much more we have to scan, and then I'll run them. I'll just run them all at once, and then we'll do some flash sales. These are pretty neat here. There's two of them. They are Milford pottery. They've got that green stuff in it to poke fake flowers in. Uh, but they're pretty neat little wall pockets. That's an old Remco squeaky dog up there. Unavailable. There's some sort of wipe off board, Mickey and Friends. Bishy, I'll make a concerted effort not to include any clowns at all next week. That GoBot is missing one of the tires, but it's an original. I think it's a slapping hand. It's leather. That's the consensus they came to in the preview anyway. I don't really know. I don't know if it's for pleasure or for punishment. These are souvenir little, that's a keychain. That one's just a little viewer, but both of them are push button viewers. You push the chimney on that one and the shutter button on that one. This one's Niagara Falls, and that one is somewhere in Germany. Batmom, I'll run it, and you can go to town with it. I forgot to go grab it. It's in the other room. And I was 3 minutes late and I still didn't get it. Well, then it's okay. I won't make a comment. There you go, Bishy. And I don't even have my Bishy's Naughty Awards sign. Did you guys all vote in the Bish's Naughty Awards? Welcome in. I'm scanning shelves. The deer. If you see something you want me to run, just put it in the chat. And after we run the stuff that was requested, I will run some flash sales from the buy now if anybody wants anything for 50% off. And then Thursday, I'm having my purge sale. I lowered the starting bids to $1 on everything. That's Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. So if you celebrate Thanksgiving in a normal way and spend the day with your family eating or something, you might miss it. But take a look at that show and look at the auction list and see if there's anything you want. I am sure there will be deals that are $1, but everything that's in there, I'll run it, and if it doesn't sell, then I'm gonna get it out of my way. And that's Thursday. I think it starts at 10 in the morning. Yeah, I'll do the cassettes Saturday again. Those $1 starts. I was having a heck of a time last night. People were pre-bidding and it wasn't showing up. Yeah, the best thing I think at some point maybe place a pre-bid on it and send me a message and ask if I got the pre-bid Friday for the zero commission. I don't know what I'm doing. Mouse in overalls. That's a cute little guy. Hey, Chip and Sissy. If you guys missed Chip and Sissy's show yesterday, you missed a ton of really good paper. Yeah, uh hopefully it works. I don't know why it was doing that. Yeah, last night during my show, people were pre-bidding and I couldn't see the pre-bids and I had 200 and some items left. And it was just going to be so hard to, I mean, I would have been there till 2 in the morning running all of them. The bingo cards. All right, I'm going to pan real slow but quickly. You want the dog salt and pepper shakers? And do those. So if there's anything you saw or you're seeing right now that you want, this will be your last chance for this week to request it. I'll run what was requested, which is down on that wood shelf there. And then we will do some flash sales and see if anybody wants some buy now stuff for half off. The tin with the night scene. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down. It's oh, it is a night scene. It's shabby. Fruitcake Bakers of America. Run it? Okay. Give me 1 sec. I gotta walk across the building to get my envelopes. So unprepared. Okay, here we go. I had coffee and I have Coke, but it's just Coke Zero. So we'll start with this one. Fruitcake Bakers of America. I don't know, 1940s, 1950s. Whoops. Is that right? Yeah, here we go. 10 seconds. And that is running. And all this stuff should be, I don't know what the shipping will be, depends where you are. But if you buy two things, you shouldn't pay any more shipping. And if you've already bought stuff, you might not pay any shipping. Thank you, Lady Gray. What did you say, Butterfly? All right, let's get the big one out of the way. Now I went to a different room. Didn't go over that way. This is a decent sized rack. It's got probably at least a foot spread on it. So that is running. It is not small, but that's what the title says on all these. That would be a nice sized deer. Thanks for the bids, guys. I appreciate you bidding it on some. It'll make the packaging of it a little bit more bearable. Thank you, Lady Gray. Next, we're going to do these paper dolls. You don't get the box. The box is just a nondescript box. Um, but they've got paper clothes, and these the little characters. Kip was mean to Sis, and she ripped his head off. And somebody performed scotch and masking tape surgery to put it back on. But it comes with four of these. I guess those are stands. Don't know if there's any other dolls in there in that pile. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. You get four stands, two dolls, and a whole bunch of clothes. So that is running. You get all the dolls and the clothes, including the one that dropped on the floor. Thank you, Farmhouse. All right, we'll do this little guy. I have no idea what he is. I mean, he's a mouse. He's flocked, he's fuzzy, and he's wearing bibs or overalls. His arms move, and his feet move. Oh, you can play with him. He walks. That is running. And the cute little mousy guy. Thank you, Chip and Sissy. And if you're not following Chip and Sissy, give them a follow. They've got shows on Saturdays sometimes in the afternoons, and they usually sell really good stuff. But they don't have that many shows. So this is a Whitman Old Maid game. I don't see that it's dated, but it's an older one. It's missing the flaps. I didn't count them, but it looks like it's pretty much a full deck. There's the old maid. She's in there anyway. That's what the backs of them look like. And those are running on the little old maid guard. So many clowns. Sorry, Bishy. These were 15 cents. Thank you, farmhouse. I've got a whole shelf of clowns that I've never showed. We'll get Bishy to close her eyes sometime, and we'll go over there. Did I say Junkie couldn't be trusted? Oh, yes, yes, I did. I was joking. I'm sure she can be trusted. So these are is another Whitman set, and I think this was dated in the 70s, 1978. These are giant ones. Oh my! I did that was totally accident. I That was the first I ever had these out. That was not something that I staged, Bishy. I swear to God. All right. So didn't count these either, but it's pretty much full in the box, old maid. That's running. Sorry, Bishy. And anybody else that doesn't like clowns. Thank you, farmhouse. Fishy, I so wanted to show you this sweater though the other day that was crocheted with like the 3 or 4 clown faces on it. It was just so absurd. There, I stand a pretty good chance that I didn't offend anybody by that comment. But if there's somebody that has a crocheted clown sweater with 4 clown faces on it, and I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. So this is a Utica Club ginger ale. This is an old one. This may be like Prohibition era when there was some of the whiskey makers started making ginger ale and stuff like that instead of whiskey, and that is running because I'm pretty sure Utica Club was a whiskey. Fuckley. Thank you, champ. The thing was, it was probably one of those things that it was fugly, but it was probably something that was somewhat valuable. I probably should have looked at it closer. So this is a Mago. I don't know when these are from, 80s, 90s, but it's a little PVC. Apparently, it's Frankenstein. I'm not sure what that means. Uh, Thanks again. Whatever your name is, it was a toy line. Camp. Okay. I'll try to remember. I didn't know whether it was like Italian pronunciation, like champ, or whether it was CIAMP. So this is a Psyduck. It's a Tommy, another little PVC figure. And the Pokemon dude is running. Thanks again, Cam. And we'll do the guitar watercolor set. It's in the original tin. A little bit of the paint is left in there. Some of them are pretty much empty. But it's a neat old advertising tin. And that one's running. Thank you, Bradley. We got about 5 more items, and then I'll run a buyer's givey, and then I'll move my phone across the room, and we'll do some flash sales if anybody wants stuff in the buy now for 50% off. Little dogs, no damage. They're attached. They're conjoined, and the holes are in their ears and on the side of that one's face for salt and pepper shakers. And that is running. Made in Japan. Thank you, lady. And we'll do this little deer. It's impressed Japan on the back of that one. No chips or anything. So the baby deer, that one's running. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. And this one has a tag in it that says Rocky Mountain Clay, made in USA. Don't know nothing about Rocky Mountain Clay. But it's a mummy and a baby deer. And that is running. Thank you, Lady Gray. And this is a gold castle, hand painted, I don't know, Chikusa, made in Japan. So little schnauzers or Scotty dogs. I don't know how you tell the difference. But it's signed on the bottom. Nice condition with no damage. Monopoly dogs. Oh, Bishy, where's that one? You see that? There's like a Pekingese. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. I don't think it's what Sherry has, but it reminded me of Sherry's dog every time you send me that picture of that close up. I don't know where I put them. Maybe I didn't put them out because it was so ugly. I don't see it now. Oh, right there he is. Junkie said it, I didn't. Set of salt and pepper shakers. They got the original Japan tags on the bottom. They are a little bit chippy around the ears. See that? But there's no major chunks out of them or anything, and they're adorable. Those are running parasol and pepper shakers made in Japan. Poor Sherry. God doesn't make mistakes, isn't that what they say? It was intentional, that dog. Thank you, Lady Gray. The rest goes up, so we don't swing them together. Alrighty, that was the extent of the request. Uh, I'm gonna run a buyer giveaway. Getting a buyer givey if you bought something. This will be for a $5 coupon code to whatnot. Oh, the bingo cards. If I missed anything else, tell me. I thought I got everything. Tons of them. And then the old cardboard type. Some of them have a church stamped on them. So those are running. You get the whole handful. I don't know how many there are. Uh, the buyer's giveaway will be for $5 coupon code to any of my future whatnot shows, and for $15 off of a purchase on my website beforetimes.shop. Everything is 30% off on my website today. The coupons today will expire at the end of the month. I just have them all expire at the end of each month. So getting the gibby, I am going to use the restroom real quick and get my hand and move the phone over to where I can sit down and move my computer. And then I'm going to run some flash sales if anybody wants them from my bin. There's thousands of items in there. I will do 50% off on any of them. If so, we'll try that. See if anybody wants some stuff. Uh, if you've already hit the free shipping, probably nothing in the bin is going to charge you any more shipping because it's all relatively small stuff. But there's ephemera and antique smalls in there. So give me a minute and I will move this and then we'll run some flash sales. I need my stand. The painter's tin, yes. Sorry, somebody else bought it. I don't think I have any more. I've got some plastic ones, but I don't think I have any more tin ones at this moment. Congratulations to whoever won that givey. I will message you shortly after the show ends with those codes. I don't know what that thing is. I thought it was like a Pekingese, but I don't know what it is. It looks like you forgot your name. Where am I living at? Well, I had last one. That's it. There it is. And I didn't say it earlier, but if you're a seller, always feel that you go ahead and if you want to promote your shows and let everybody know, that's fine at any time during my shows. They want the dog, I can run the dog. That doggy right there is running. He's running on the dog. Okay. Okay, junkie, hold on. Thank you, Instant. You get the little dog. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me get my laptop set up. Get me. This one. It would be funny. Yes, I wash my hands all the time. Whether I go to the bathroom or not. I don't like dirty hands. Hey, Jen. Jen, we're going 50% off the bin. Okay, buddy. Yeah. I have a real professional sign I'm making here. Give me a second. Hey, Dawn. Dawn, one of the things you requested sold. I think one of them didn't sell. I don't know about the other one. Um, the one that didn't sell, I'll stick in your pile.
You made a sign that counts as crafting.
That counts as crafting. Yeah, and if you haven't done it yet and you didn't hear me say it before, go to the suburbanbish.com and vote for your favorite sellers. You've only got like another week or so left to get those votes in for the first round of voting. Oh, okay. How are you doing otherwise, Dawn? Okay, I'm ready. I'll scroll back up and I'm going to start doing buy now flash sales at 50% off. If there's something you want, just put it in the chat. If at the end of the if the code at the end has like a dash in it, a dash something with letters, you can just put that code. But it's got to have dash number dash letters. What you doing, dear?
Back up because it's old.
I'm sorry, dear. Oh, and it's gonna do that crap where it doesn't, the search doesn't work. Oh, I love Whatnot. I love Whatnot. Okay, here's four. Here's the holiday beer labels. There's 13 of these available, so you can buy more than one, or you can buy some for your friends. And if you want to see what these items look like, you can click on the pictures at the bottom. And thank you, Junkie, and whoever else might have bought those. If I don't thank you, just assume that I'm grateful and appreciative. It's hard to see sometimes while I'm trying to find these who bought stuff. So here comes the group of men outside Knox, PA, the antique photograph. Let's do 15 seconds on that one because there's only one of those. And here is the Joseph Horn interior advertising card. Most of these there's only one. Some of the stuff's in quantity. But a lot of it's one off, so you'll have to be quick. And here's the Billiken. That is running. Here's the Hello Kitty squishy. 15 seconds on the Hello Kitty squishy. Bradley, I'm looking for yours. There's the Fu Manchu mustache dude. That is running. Jen, if it's easier to just message them to me, you can message them to me and I can look on my other device. And that way they don't get lost in the chat if there's a bunch of requests. Dash 126 and domestic sewing machine. It's like a trade card. That one is running. And hopefully these don't add anything to your shipping if you've already bought something. If you bought something before, that was how I was hoping it would work out. So here comes the Clark trade card. And that is running. Oddities tonight at 6. Who said that? Instant collections. Oops. If you're into oddities, check out Instant Collections. Oh, I don't think I can't do it. It doesn't let me click on the crap when I'm selling. Oh, Junk Collector Pro told me how to say that, and I forget. Here's the Yosemite one. That was running. $27 AO. Not sure what that is. It's not coming up when I search for it. Oh, it was one I just ran. Okay. That's why. And Dawn. $5.79. Souvenir postcard with a seashell border. That one's running. And I haven't decided yet what I'm doing on Black Friday. If you didn't hear, they're having another one of those stupid fee sales where it's free to sell on here on Black Friday. I'm doing my purge show on Thanksgiving. It's got like 500 pre-listed items. But Friday, it's kind of a pain in the butt because everybody tries to sell to take advantage of that. So you end up selling less, and then the site crashes, and it's chaos. But I may have a show on Friday of some sort. Not sure what I'll do yet. And here's the tiny horseshoe. I told Bishy I was just going to run for 24 hours straight and just sell, but I don't know about that. Is anybody else planning on any sales on Black Friday? Here's that Chicago card. Thank you, Bradley. What are you doing, Kristen? Dawn's just gonna catch up on listing. Dawn, you'll probably be better off than the people that have shows, unless they're not as high strung as I am. I'll end up melting down and ranting. The site usually crashes on those days. Okay, what's 32? Davis Sewing Machine. Farmhouse, that one is coming up right now. Five SB. And here's another sewing machine card. And that one's running. And welcome in. If you just joined, I'm doing flash sales from my bin for 50% off. Just request things from the bin in the chat and I'll run them. Yes, Ohio's doing advent calendars. Is it you're making them? Is it like a tutorial? Is that what you're doing? Demonstration? Oh, you're doing mystery bags. Oh, that's even more fun. So you don't have to be into crafting. You can get mystery bags of mystery crap from Ohio Nurse at 4 o'clock Eastern time on Good Friday, Black Friday. Welcome in. If you just joined, I am doing 50% off requests from the bin. Just put it in the chat if there's something you want me to run for half off, and I will run them as flash sales. Let me see if Jen messaged me. Not that I saw. Let me close the app and open it again on my other phone. It doesn't seem to like to update in real time. No, Jen didn't message yet. It's okay, Jen. You just take your time. I'm gonna sit here for a while and do this, and it doesn't let me. You can't filter them on the PC. If you're not a seller on here, you don't realize this, but if you're a seller, there's like a completely different version of the app, whether you have an Android, an Apple, and a PC. And I've got all three, so I can take advantage of all the functions at once. Jeremy, I'm doing flash sales. Was there things you wanted in there? I was just sorting by the highest price, and I've got some expensive games on there. I must have looked those up because I wouldn't have known what how to price those. Okie dokie, butterfly. I'm gonna sit here where it's warmer than it is out with the chickens. Was it Grand Theft and Avatar? They're two of the highest priced items I have. It looks like they're sealed. Welcome in. If there's something you see in my bin that you want for half off, just put it in the chat and I'll run it as a flash sale. While I'm waiting to see if anybody wants anything, I'm going to run this one for 30 seconds as a flash sale. This is a German flocked elephant figure by Wagner. This is a pretty neat little guy. I had him priced at $39, which was pretty low to begin with. But you can click on the picture if you didn't see that. Metal Gear Solid. There you go, Jeremy Rewinds. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Thank you, Jeremy. And Raiders of the Lost Ark is running. Whoops. You need to do that. Welcome in. Check my bin. I ran through all the requests and scanned the shelves, and I'm taking requests from the bin. I'll run flash sales for 50% off. If there's anything you want me to run, just put it in the chat and I'll run it as a sale. Okay, Bishy, if you have to go and do a media appearance, I completely understand. Here, look, I got a quantity of 40 of these things. Anybody want some military patches? I'll 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 run these at a ridiculously low price. See if anybody wants any. They're new old stock. Maybe I'll run them. Okay, here's some new old stock. There's a lot of 20. If you're a reseller, want to add some of these to your shows, I'll do these 80% off. A lot of 20 of them. There's 40 available. New old stock. I'm sure how old they are. Got some age to them. Co-host spotlight. Oh yeah. Bishy, I'm guessing you'd be more inclined to want to do that if he had like 50 people in his room. The couple times that I went in, he looked like he had like 3 people, and one of them was me, and another one was him. What not? Be two or 541. Okay, thank you, beautiful granddaughter. Here's a cut Christmas card. And that one is running. Donkey Kong. Okay, there's different prices of those, and different ages. I'll run the cheap one first. I'm not sure. I didn't read the description or look at the pictures. But there's the Donkey Kong game. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, beautiful granddaughter, I got that. 436. So, win Christmas card. And that one is running. And here's the singer trade card. And that's running.
If you don't have any, I'm going to show my eggs.
Oh my. And you can show your eggs. There you go.
Picture cats. Today's eggs we got the other day. Oh, like 2 eggs in one.
Yeah, that one looks like it.
Maybe it's 3 eggs in one.
It holds them in and saves it up and makes these ginormous eggs occasionally. Look, man, I'm doing flash sales from the bin. If there's something you want for half off, just put it in the chat. And if you don't know, if you go into the bin, oh, I should wipe my phone off so it doesn't look like it was fingerprints all over it. I don't know. Maybe everybody here has seen it, but I know in the one show I mentioned something about it and people didn't know. If you touch this little thing there, that's a filter, and you can sort and search. I know it helped in the cassette shows because in the music categories they you can search by genre, sort by genre. We'll do the Desert Strike. Start here. Here's the Desert Strike. And that's running. What? Okay. Thanks, Jeremy. All right, Jen, are you ready? Holy hell. You ready? Jen, tell me when you're ready. Double O 007. Okay, Jen, I will start those in just a second. Here's the PlayStation, the Bond game. I added more. I haven't added more. I've got a couple that are dollar starts on, I don't know how many, maybe more than a couple on Thanksgiving. If you look at that sale, um, welcome in. I'm doing flash sales at 50% off. If there's something you want from the bin at 50% off, just put it in the chat and I will run it. I've got a bunch of requests here from Jen. And she said she was done for now. So I'm gonna start running through gens. I'll do farmhouses, and I see any others in the chat. I'll just work them in. We'll do farmhouses before I start gens. I took a screenshot on my phone, and I'm gonna use my little pen thingy to mark them off, so I don't lose track. So here's farmhouses, baby chicks. And that one's running. I just reopened it a little bit ago. I'll do these ones, and if I miss the ones at the end, I'll go back and reopen it. And if you got coupons, you can use the coupons up there, not for the offers, but for anything else, I guess. What questions you ask? Yeah, I'll look, Jen, when I think I caught them all. If you send another one, I'll just wait till I get these because I just have the image pulled up. I'll confuse myself. So here we go. 32F. So there's 32F. Mark it off. Thank you, Jen. And we'll do the Wayne Gretzky hockey. And that one's running. And here's the pink sponge cake. That one's running. Thanks, Jen. You'll just have to bear with me, Jen. The search doesn't work right. It doesn't always come up when I type in the exact code. It brings up a whole list that I got to scroll down through. I don't see a 38R, but I'm gonna skip that one and we'll mark a little mark by it that we skipped it. Oh no, my mouse died. Oh, oh no. Here's 38V. Yeah, there's batteries. They're just on the other side. I just gotta walk around and get them. Oh, okay. So there's 38V. I'm gonna get some new batteries here. Yes, I can do that. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that label, Jeremy. Um, it's like got a bump sticking out of it, but it works. There's on the Atari handheld. And here's the yellow kitty cat squishy. That's running. Welcome in if you just joined me doing bin request for 50% off. Oh, no more room for squishies. Here's a yellow heart. And that one's running. Yeah, I wish that somebody played a game like that with some other stuff. Actually, the squishies, I mean, they're not bad to take pictures of, and you can list them real quick because they're all the same basically. But yeah, I wish they'd fix the search. I got to scroll down through the whole list. It doesn't; those codes don't seem to want to work in the search rate. Uh, Here's the pistachio roll, and that is running. And beautiful granddaughter, I'll get that one. Thank you. Here's the joyful Christmas postcard. Someone is buying your purchases. Uh-oh. There's gonna be a rumble. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. You just have to be quick. Well, Jen sent me a list, yeah. Um, and I'm going down through the list. When I do this and there's only one, you guys just have to fight amongst yourselves and um, either that or be nice to each other. $37J is a angel food cake. Yeah, I'm doing Jen's. She has a whole list here. So if you want to be nice to Jen, don't buy them. If Jen is your arch nemesis, I guess you could really screw with her and get her angry. Then she'll need to be squishing her own squishies that she has to calm herself down. There you go, Jen. It's angel food cake. I don't know how many there are. She's got a list here of quite a few that she sent me. I'm doing 50% off Blink Blub uh, from the buy now. This one's a pile of kitty cats, and that is running. Blink blob. If I'm trying to go through these as fast as possible. Uh, when I get done with them, if you want to go in and see what she didn't scarf up. I mean, she didn't list them all by any means. Uh, the easiest things probably wait till I'm done if you want to be nice, and then send me a list through whatnot messages. It's easier than trying to do all these in the chat because they'll get lost if you have a big long list. Here's one that's shaped like a teddy bear face. If anybody else wants to request anything, just put it in the chat. Your stuff you want for 50% off from the bin. So here's a Hello Kitty one. That one's running. You just have to bear with me. Like I put that code in, and instead of bringing up like WN36AS, it brings up all the WN36s. And they alphabetize them by the first word, not the code. So I have to scroll down through the entire list until I find them. There it is. Sponge cake. Adam. They were quicker than I was, Pick. Is that right? How's he doing? Thanks, Jen. Oh no, was it Floss's paper auction? Oh, I didn't know about it. Oh, I even searched auction zip and didn't see it. What the hell? I like that auction. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm searching 35p. Okay, here's the cheesecake looking one. Yeah, Jen. Where's the request? Cat, I'll get that one. I'm getting it, Cat. It's same deal. I gotta scroll down through the list of all the 20s to find it. Don't see it. Oh, there we go. Here you go, cat. It is running. I know, Pick. The last one I was to, well, the first one I'd ever been to. It was just a ton of great stuff, and I spent a fortune. Uh, those paper people are crazy. I did. It's a bunch of old people that don't sell and whatnot, obviously, and half the stuff was going for more than I could ever hope to get out of it on here. More than half the stuff, like almost all of the stuff. But I did get a lot of good stuff. Here's this full thread. Who was that? Farmhouse on the thread card. Thank you for that. Yeah, that was one of the auctions the ratio of what I spent to the size of the pile was ridiculous. I had like 2 boxes full of stuff and spent, I don't know, thousands of dollars in little tiny boxes because it was all small paper. Oh, oh, I wish I would have known about it. Do 35p for you, Jen. Did we already do 35p? I think we might have. 35R. Here we go for the marshmallow. Whoops. Now I'm running. Snoop all you want, cat. Go at her. Have I done 34O? I don't know. That one's not on the first page of her list. If it is, I crossed it out. 34O is on her list eventually. Oops. 35W. There it is. Slice of bread. And that's right. 36AH is not on her list. I'll do that one. Get that out of the way. Here you go, Blink Blob. Thanks, Blink Blob. If the search worked, this would go so quick. So here's 36W, and that's running. Welcome in. If you see something you want me to run from the bin for half off as a flash sale, just put it in the chat. $37Y, that was right at the top, so that's easy to find. Cheesy cake. That one's running. Here's the popsicle shaped one. That one's running. Okie dokie, Bishy, thanks. Old baseball cards. I don't know. You'd have to check my bin. I've got some old baseball cards on my website, beforetimes.shop. Everything is 30% off on my website today. Here's the one that is white sprinkle or sprinkles. That one's running. That was 37Y. 37Y was the next one on my list. I'm just going down the list. Uh, 34N. Here's 34N. Oh, he's running. Any brooches? Yeah, there's some brooches in there. Just do a search for brooch. Read your message. 36Y. I can do 36Y now. Like the cupcake one. There's 36Y. Did we do 34N, Jen? I think I forgot to mark it down. We must have. Okay. Okay, we got 34O. Here's 34O. And that one's running. Oh, you want me to read your message? Okay. Um, I, yeah, yeah, we can do that. Let me do these other ones first. Um, so we got 34O, 34S. Here's 34S. And that one's running. Blink Blob. If you want me to send something to Jen, you'll have to send me a somewhat detailed message of what number it was. Um, so I don't forget to do that. Um, I have a horrible memory, and I've got, I think, 400 things to ship from yesterday, plus the stuff from today. don't don't make it too complicated for me. I'm not very bright. Okay, 34AZ, 34Y is running. It says 34AZ on the list next, but I am not seeing that. Oh, sorry. It says 32. My bad. 32AZ. But it's not coming up either. 32AZ. How many times you paying for shipping? I don't know. Unfortunately, you're on the other side of the country, and I pretty much had the exact weight in for these. So if you hit 5 pounds, it's gonna make you a new box. I don't see 32AZ on the list. Here's 32AF, the hamburger. And 32Z. This one is a frosting bear, or got a bear on it. It's running. There's the brown one, Jen. Thank you, Jen. And you want me to rerun the last one, the 32Z? Okay, here comes the 32Z again. And that's running. Yeah, there's 32Z again. Welcome in. If you just joined, I am doing flash sale requests from the bin. If there's something you want from my bin, look down here in the shop and click on you click down there. Then when it pops up, you click on the bin when it comes up on the screen. And any of that stuff, if you want it 50% off, just put it in the chat and I will run it as a flash sale. Okay, Jen, I will do my best to remember. Remember. That's okay. If I can remember to do it and don't get super confused and screw it up, I don't have a problem with that. The problem is after shipping, like what's going to end up being like 600 things, I might be in a bit of a daze. Okay, farmhouse, I'll get those. Here's the Chadwicks. There's the Chadwicks. Here's the standard sewing machine card. And that one is running. and 20 AY, another thread card. That one's running. Thank you, Farmhouse. Welcome in. If you just joined me and you want me to run something from the bin for 50% off as a flash sale, just put it in the chat and I will run it. And if you haven't voted yet for the Naughty Awards, sometime you got an extra 5 or 10 minutes, go to thesuburbanbish.com and vote. I think she's got about 25 categories this year. 32Q. Oh, that's a funny one. It's a puffy chicken. And that one is running. Thank you, Jim. Welcome in. If you see something in my bin you want for half off, just put it in the chat and I'll run a flash sale on it. I got done with all my requests and scanned a while, and now we're just doing some flash sales. $32AL pink one. There you go, Jen. What's that, Dawn? Was that for me, Dawn? I'm not sure what that means. 84, 86? Dawn, I still don't understand. Did you want me to run a number? If you want me to run a number, you have to give me the number, the letters before it, because they're in different binders. And here's a Hello Kitty. Yeah, like that. Okay, Dawn. Here is here's the little kids farming. And that's running. $36J, a little sheep. There's the sheep running. We'll do 86. There you go, Dawn. There's the snapshot. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Jen. And Jen, make sure do a search on my Thanksgiving show for Squishy and see if there's any of those you want. I don't think there's that many in there, but there are some for dollar starts in the auctions on Thanksgiving. 34 a.m. There you go, Jen. Oh, cat. There's this seller on here, Squishyverse. They play a game where they've got like 9 boxes and they're numbered, and you bid on a choice of a mystery box. And when you bid on it and when you win, say you pick 5, then you also pick a color. And if you, they open the box and you get whatever's inside. And if you get the color sticker right, then you get to keep picking until you're wrong about the colors. And Butterfly liked to play the game, and she was pretty good at the game. And there'd be times she would get 5, 6, 7 of them in a row or something for one bid. And she liked playing the game. And she got some and gave some to her granddaughter. And I guess she didn't know what she was going to do with the rest of them. So she had me sell them. I didn't know they existed until a couple months ago when I saw one of Jen's shows and she was talking about them. I live a sheltered life. Okay, here's here Blink Blob. It's 34T. It's running, there you go. 34W. Yeah, Cat, they Butterfly also plays, they have a game, one of the sellers she follows plays that with crochet stitch markers, I guess. And she likes to play that game too. I'm looking for 34W. Okay, here's 34W, baby chicken. That one's running. Yeah, it is. It was fun to watch her. She'd to see if she'd get get the color right and get to pick again. And then I think if you get, what's the deal? There's some way that you get to pick one from a special box or something like that. You think it's a pair? I don't know. It has a little tiny face, I think. I don't know. That I had no idea what some of them were. Yeah, cat. I've there was a Bishy got me following this lady that was selling video games doing it, and I never bought anything. A couple times I would bid when it got down and the big prizes were still on the wheel or whatever, or in the boxes. Uh, I just followed her because I forget her name. Uh, she would just her scream at the room. She'd go crazy on these people and just start swearing and yelling at them because they weren't bidding enough, and it was just funny. So I'd turn her on occasionally, but she was playing that. What's her username? Is she still on here? She was funny, but they are expensive a lot of times. And then you get a game that like you'll never play or isn't worth anything. Um, but every once in a while you luck out and you get a good prize. And it's crazy. The one day I was watching, she had the two big prizes were down to like the last four items, and they were going for hundreds of dollars for the last few bids. Okay, here's 30. No, that's not it. 32 and it would drive me crazy having to explain the rules of the game 700 times during a show. Here's the pink snowballs, and ravens are running. 39 AW. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. And that one is running on the golf can. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. And my next show will probably be on. Uh, I might have one on Wednesday. A small ephemera show. Uh, and then Thursday is going to be the big purge show where everything's a buck. There's 500 and some pre-listed items. 387. Beautiful granddaughter. Do you ever go to Chip and Sissy shows? Here's 387. Yeah, 387 is running. The Dre place, yeah. Here, I'm gonna speed up the. Okay, there we go. Now it won't be so slow if you want to talk. The Dre place. Is she still on there? Is she still selling? That was quality entertainment. She doesn't have a show for 5 days. Oh, Ohio, if you've never seen her, she's a hoot. Which I'm gonna say that I haven't seen her in a few months. Okay, Jen, I'm good with that one. Uh, I kind of forgot about her. I I end up unfollowing a lot of people because then if I follow too many people, then I don't get the. Jen, I don't know what that code is. It should be WNB something dash something dash something. Uh, but she got kicked off for whatnot repeatedly for like being mean to the chat. And then they made her change her format, and now they've got more roles on the mystery boxes. Before it was like the Wild West, and people were just it was like it was funny. B3, okay. There's B3-9. Oh, B3-1. Well, if you wanted B3-1, I'll run it. If not, it's running for anybody else. Okay, it's running. Jen, are you having a show on Black Friday? Or are you going to try to snag some good reselling deals? Friday will probably be a pretty good day for resellers because the site usually glitches out pretty good. Plus, there's so many people that are selling that there's less buyers. So that'd be a good day to try to find uh, some sleepers. I probably Jen. I'm not sure what that is. Let me look. There you go, Jen, on the cigarette card. Thank you. Oh, I got buyer giveaways to do. I've still got two of those. So I'm going to run one of those while I'm sitting here. Uh, so the buyer giveaway is running. If you bought something, getting that. It'll be for a $5 gift code to any of my future whatnot sales, as well as 15 bucks off on my website beforetimes.shop. And everything on my website is 30% off today. I usually have sales on Sunday. You can use those coupons on Sunday with the sale and save even more. Hey Jen, that one's running. Thank you, Jen. All right, here's the fireman card. That is running. Thank you, Jen. 402. And those are running. Jen, were you at Chip and Sissy show yesterday? Welcome in. I'm doing 50% off of the bin items. Just request in the chat and I'll run them as flash sales. Uh, they had a couple really good lots of paper. They had one with one that the whole lot was moon postcards. And they had a paper moon with I don't know how many people were sitting on the moon with a with an airplane in the sky. It was I Ohio. I don't bid against the people that buy from me in their shows. So if people that buy from me show up and I don't end up bidding, a couple times they stopped and I bid a few times, but some of the lots went for well over $100. But it was really good stuff. But it was just I didn't want to drop that much on. I didn't see any that there that paper moon was a pretty good one, but there were a lot that were 373. It should be less than $10 if I do 50% off, I think. Yeah, there that one's running on the Pillsbury one. Welcome in. Anything you want from the bin, just request it in the chat and I'll run it for 50% off. And I think there's a buyer giveaway running. Only 3 people in it. You missed it. I think somebody else must have bought it. It's not coming up now. I don't know. Somebody must have bought it. It's gone. 373. Oh, there it is. It disappeared. Okay, here we go. I'll do it again. There you go. Yeah, and it's crazy because Chip and Sissy just pull out handfuls, and they might pull out a handful of like stuff that's just pretty common, and then the next handful has 5 or 6 things that are ridiculously rare in it, and you never know. Congratulations, Chip and Sissy, you win 38E. Anything's available in the buy now. Jen's list is done. So Blink Bob, if there's things you want, just put them in the chat and I will run them. There you go, Blink. $354. There you go, Jen. Oh, thank you, Blink. Welcome in. I'm just doing flash sales of requests from the bin. If you see something in the bin that you want, just put it in the chat and I'll run it as a flash sale half off. $37X. There's 37X running now. Thank you, Blink Blob. Welcome in. We're just doing flash sales. If there's something you want me to run, just put it in the chat and I'll run it for half off. A cat. What I'll probably do, what I did last year, was after Thanksgiving, I start the bin over, and I clone all the stuff that's in there into a show that I have in private mode, and then I start a new bin that I add to the shows for next year. You need multiple devices. You need a tablet and a phone, a laptop all sitting there.
I got to figure out what I'm doing for my Thanksgiving sale if stuff doesn't sell, or if stuff doesn't get paid for. Uh, that Disney show had it had four things that people didn't, their payments didn't work. And then what was that other show I just had not too long ago? Oh, that paper show. Well, I'm wondering, I got to figure out if I'm going to just run this stuff or what I'm going to do. Like if it doesn't sell, because there's some stuff that has some decent number of bids, and if it doesn't sell, I would rather rerun it. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if you follow those forums on Facebook of the different reseller groups, but there's a lot of people that have been saying that they've been getting those. A lot of people bidding and not clearing, and a lot of people are getting those ones that people are buying stuff and then the items are getting returned, or the people that get them say they didn't order them, like people testing out the credit card numbers. It's almost every, I don't think it happened today. Um, well, I think Jen said it happened to her. She had to change her card or notify her bank or something. That almost every show, it happened last night with somebody. The payments wouldn't go through, and it was just a bank issue. At least they let you chat now. If your payment doesn't go through, they used to block you from talking in the chat. At least now that you can ask the people if they meant to bid, and if they're there, they can tell you right away that it was just their payment not working. Welcome in. We're doing flash sales. If there's something in the bin you want me to run at half off, put it in the chat and I'll run it as a flash sale. Yeah, I figure if their payments are going through, I'm not going to worry about it until they stop going through. Most of the ones that I've gotten that people buy stuff from the bin, that then I get emails from people saying they didn't order this. Most of those times they are very low dollar items. I did have a $10 item that cost the 921 to ship that somebody bought, and I got a call from somebody and they said that that was their address, but that person didn't live there. And I asked or if they had moved there recently, and they said that it was within the past year or so that they had bought the house. So must have been somebody checking out credit card numbers. I would think Whatnot's going to have to address that issue at some point. I've got a whole pile of stuff in the shipping room that was returned unknown or forward or expired, and most of it's I assume low dollar paper items. I just throw them in a pile when I get them back, and figure if people contact me, I'll look in the pile. But it seems to be all those scam things or people testing out credit cards. That I usually do. I wait till I get a big enough pile and then I just open them and sell them. I can't run them blind though, like as mystery things. Um, Maine was doing that one night where he was selling the packages from 2 years ago because I know most of them are going to be low dollar things. Yeah, and the thing is, Don, they're probably not even people from the US they're doing it. So it's like it's probably crime syndicates from Singapore, Russia, or Romania or something, and they're just on whatnot buying crap to see if the credit card numbers work. Good job, cat. Yeah, so after Thanksgiving, I'll have a very small bin, and all that stuff that's in the bin now will just be in the marketplace. 'Cause I sell quite a bit of stuff from the marketplace. I like those kind of sales because I don't have to sit here and look at the screen. I like to wake up and see that I have offers or just things sold. It's nice to sell stuff in the shows too, but it's also nice that when you're not expecting it. Welcome in. We're doing bin requests. Um, I think I'm gonna run a givey here. Run the last buyer giveaway, and we'll say if you have requests, we'll get them in the next 5 minutes while the giveaway is running. Welcome in. We're doing bin requests for 50% off. I'll run flash sales if there's something in the bin that you want me to run. Okay, chat. That one is running. Thank you, cat. And if you bought something, get in the givey. Chip and Sissy, if you're still here, do you know what that Liberty Bell thing was yesterday? 9CH? Okay, here's that pin. That's running. Thank you, Cat. I see you. And there's a snake again. And Sneaky's running. Thanks again, Cat. You got 45 seconds to get in the givey. If you bought something, shortly after the show's over, I will message the winners with the coupon codes. It'd be for $5 off any of my future Whatnot auctions, as well as a code for $15 off on my website, beforetimes.shop. And everything is 30% off today if you want to use the coupons that you've won in the past month. You got to use them before the end of the month. The coupons that you won for my site this month. Cat, you win. Did you have any more, Cat? Okay, go ahead and put that, and I'll run that, and then we'll rate out to somebody. And then I'll start shipping my 500 and some items. I think Bishy said I sold just over 400 last night in that cassette show. $16 IH. What was the item, Cat? I don't see it under that for 16. 15. Okay, that. Is it the who pin? Okay. And there's that one. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. I appreciate the purchases. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna rate out. We're gonna go to Bath Bomb Lady. I don't know what she's selling, but we're gonna see what she's doing. See ya, Ohio. And thanks for keeping me company this morning. So we're going out. We're going to Bath Bomb Lady and check out what she's selling. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. Thank you.